What's cooking, good looking? Welcome to another edition of Cooking with the Duke, hosted by y'all truly, T-Bone Mama Duke, aka T-Duke. So today is a little bit of an experiment. We're doing these Shazlam patties. Oh man, these smell good. Bit of an experiment, that's what I'm saying, but let's have a little taste, shall we? Now wait a minute, before we continue, let's go back to the beginning. So a local school here in South Gilly approached me to do a little illustration for their kids' reading bags. They usually have a cat called Sleepy Cat, but this time around they wanted a lamb or a sheep. So I was like, well, I think I know the guy. At the same time, I received a new batch of rubs from the Smoke & Flame company. Nice little personal message over there from Kieran, but one of them was the Indian roast lamb. Also a little top up there, my favorite black magic. So anyway, I got the Indian roast lamb. So I think the universe is trying to tell me something about lamb this week. Plus, I also got these big old badass skewers from the Smoke & Flame. Also, I got a little bit of pastry left over in the fridge, so I thought lamb, Indian lamb, pastry. It might be the dumbest idea I've ever had, but I'm looking for a little shazlamness, a little inspirado, something I can put on and have a little draw and sketch whilst that's cooking. So I was gonna do a shoulder of lamb. I think that's the next project. Anyway, let's get on with it. Okay, so we're keeping it real simple today. We're just basically using the Indian roast lamb, a little bit of mashed garlic, and we got just under half a kilogram here of lamb minced meat. And what we're gonna do is mix them all up, and then we're gonna stick them on the end of these 4 skewers in a kind of a kofta kind of style. Then we'll smoke them a little bit in the Traeger, see how they come out, and we're gonna wrap them in a little bit of pastry. I mean, what could go wrong, right? Okay, so I got this neat little masher, garlic stasher. I'm just gonna mash them up tiny. Look at that, perfect. So we're gonna add our garlic mash and stash to our minced lamb. And then we're gonna go in with our Smoke & Flame Indian roast lamb rub. Now this is the first time I'm using this today. Smells great. It's a mixture of Indian inspired herbs and spices. And we're just gonna work her into the mix. It smells great. I'm gonna go in quite heavy with this today because I want to make sure we got it all going on there. We're just gonna work it throughout our minced meat. That smells good. So we're gonna divide this into half and then half again. So we can make our 4, I keep forgetting what they're called, kofters. Kofter, am I saying it right? So about that much should do her. Boom, boom, boom. Let's start today's show. The Smoke & Flame Premium Skewers. Look at these bad boys. Dang, these are badass. I've never done these before. Like that. Any kofta experts out there, I'd love to hear from you. That's kind of what I had in mind. Okay. That looks kind of right. Kind of happy with that. I mean, it probably lacks the finesse of the professionals, but who am I to crossing swords? Okay, what we're gonna do is one more little hit. Just a little sprinkle and a tinkle. I'm tempted to put a little bit of heat on here as well, like some chili powder or that, but I want to really taste this rub today, so I'm just gonna keep her true to the flavor of the Smoke & Flame rub. We're just gonna let these rest a little while we fire up the Traeger and get a little smoke on these bad boys. Okay, We preheated our Traeger up to 200 degrees interior, and we're just gonna throw it down. Get a little bit of a sear on these bad boys. Just let them cook. Okay, so we're just gonna let these sear in there for a minute. I'm just gonna close her up. Now I don't wanna cook these completely because I don't wanna put them in the pastry after, so it's gonna be a bit tricky. Me being the first time I've ever done these for a start, to get that balance, because you don't want to overcook these and they're dry and nasty, so wish me luck. Okay, these are coming along great. They're taking a little longer than I expected, but I'm gonna flip them. We're looking good. We're looking good. Just turn that last one there. Okay, everything's in its right place. As Tom York once said, I think it's time to get on with this little draw. So we got to do our Laszlo lamb today. When the lovely ladies at the primary school asked me if I wanted to come up with a design for their book bags, I was really honored. And usually, like I said earlier, they have a cat, but they wanted a lamb this time. So I asked them, how about Laszlo, who is a character from one of my South Gailey Farm children's book series. And they said, yeah, great. We just want him with a stack of books. So that's exactly what I think I'm gonna do. Although I want to add a little bit of fun chaos element to it. He's got a big stack of books that look like they're about to hit the floor any minute. So we've kind of got the basic outline of Laszlo here. I'm just going to go in with a little bit harder lines here so he's going to come together a little bit more and do his eyes there. And here we go. So we're drawing him on one foot like that, trying to keep our balance, holding all those books up. And the outlines all coming together. We're drawing these books. Now Laszlo, I mean, he's a kind of a quiety, bookish kind of character anyway, so hanging on to all these books kind of suits him. What a poor little lamb. Speaking of lamb, we better check on our lamb. Oh yeah, boy. They're coming along just fine. We're gonna give her a little turn. Getting some good sear on there. These are indeed taking longer than I expected, but we're getting a little bit of sear on there. While that's cooking on the other side, we're just gonna finish up this sketch, just do all the harder outlines. What we'll do is once this drawing is done, we'll capture it in Procreate, which is what I draw in digitally. I always begin with a sketch first and then vectorize it on the iPad, and then that can be sent off, you know, in color with all the details off to the printers like I do with my books. And our little Laszlo lamb is coming together. We've done our sketch. Okay, I think we better go check on our lamb. Oh yeah! Okay, these are coming along just great. I think we got just enough time to get our pastry out. We're gonna portion it up. So we got 4 koftas, so we need 4 little sheets. So we'll just slice them in half and then half again. I don't know if these are gonna be wide enough. Might have to roll it out a little bit. Okay, bring these in a minute and wrap them up. Now I don't think that's gonna be, what we're gonna do is just throw down a little plain flour and flatten them out. These do smell very good though. Just gonna throw a little pinch of flour down, just for our rolling purposes. Now I see everybody's rolling with a wine bottle at the minute. I ain't got a wine bottle to hand, so I'm gonna have to use a good old-fashioned rolling pin. Moment of truth. See if this idea paid off. Oh, slides out just great. Can we just wrap her up like a little Christmas present? Oh man. And we're just gonna snip that off, that bit there, make it tidy. Okay, that's one and done. We'll put a little bit of egg wash on that in a minute. And we just repeat the process. It doesn't look very appetizing, does it? Hope it tastes better than it looks. We have now assembled all 4 of our sausage rolls, our kofta sausage rolls. And we're just gonna add a little bit of egg wash, which is a beaten egg and a little bit of salt cracked in there. We're just gonna paint them on. Okay, let's get these in the Traeger. Okay, we're gonna put these on the top bunk for about 15 minutes. We'll check on them in a minute. Au revoir, bon voyage. Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
Where do sheep go on vacation?
Yeah.
The Bahamas. Okay, let's have a little sneak peek. Okay, they they ain't that pretty, but they do smell real good. I'm gonna just give them a little twister, gonna twist them around. A lot of juice coming out of them also. We'll see, this is an experiment. Okay, a little sneak peek. Whoa! Okay, it's getting nice and golden on the top there. Looking good, but it's the bottom I'm worried about. It's looking a little bit soggy under there. The fat from the lamb is coming through, making it a little bit moist underneath. We may have to make a plan. Okay, so we're running a little soggy on the bottom, which is fine. I'm not willing to admit defeat just yet. I think I'm gonna transfer them, see if we can salvage this somehow. Pastry chefs, I do apologize. Could be salvageable. This is an experiment in creativity. They're actually looking a little bit better. Right, that's one. That's the chef's one. Okay, so the old switcheroo. My wife will tell you, I'm pretty stubborn. I'm not gonna let this defeat me. How we doing? They're looking a lot better, if I may say. There's a little bit of lamb fat coming through still, but I think we've taken care of most of that, and it's looking like a legit sausage rolls. Okay, it is time to pull these bad boys off. Man, can't let these cool off. Hey! So, yeah. Well, I just smashed the first one. I just smashed the first one. I think I'm gonna have another. Let's have a little look inside, shall we? So you got a little smoke ring on there. Very moist. The lamb, the curry, the pastry. What's not to love? So not your average barbecue/cooking video, right? But I like to get inspiration all the time. I get inspired by barbecue. So we had our little lamb adventure today, and so drew that, and now we just transferred this to the Procreate, and that's got color and all the little bits of detail in it, and we're gonna send this off to the printers, and then we should hear back from them in about a week's time. So a pretty good day at the office, if I may say so myself. Well, looky what's just been dropped off from the printers. Oh man, I love this stuff. It's always great when you see your stuff come to life. What a neat little book bag. And I've got just the books. How cool is that? Well, I better go drop these off at the school. Later, taters.